So with Team of the Year here, we can now start to fully grind. If you've been holding on to packs, this is now the time that you can go, or you do have the chance, or if you want, to be able to hold them by tomorrow to also get the Team of the Year honourables as well. I believe the honourables come tomorrow. We should get then the 12th man either tomorrow or the day after, and then finally on the Sunday we should get both teams of Team of the Year icons. For me, I'm quite happy to just open up packs now. So where do you want to go? How do you grind this? What's the best way to grind everything unlimited for Team of the Year? So as you can see, we've got a few gold packs. It's just stuff I've got lying around in the club now. Just opening just generic packs and kind of getting stuff from draft rewards, all of that jazz. So what I would do for these, to be honest, with any sort of gold packs or stuff like that, the likely chance of a Team of the Year in these, I will happily be surprised by the skipped animation, that I'm just quite happy to skip it. Because I don't even want to know what the percentage of actually getting a Team of the Year in a gold pack is, but it's definitely not coming my way. So I'm quite happy just skipping them, getting rid of them so we can go on to the better packs. But what you want to be doing, especially if they are tradable, is either selling the cards off if you're needing coins, or keeping them and just putting them in the club, and if they are duplicate, saving them for the next turn around. When it comes to this, I've just been doing a lot of drafts just to get objectives done and all that stuff. So I have got quite a few gold packs that I've been grinding through. So this is kind of the start of where you're going, especially if you have save packs. I don't know how many. Oh, okay, I was going to say, I was like, how many gold packs have I actually got? Because I'm not sitting here opening them all. But in terms of being able to do it this way, it is so much easier. You can just literally spam through them and it saves waiting for the animation. As like I said, the likely chance you're going to get a Team of the Year, it's just not going to happen in a gold pack. So this is the same as if you're opening up your normal packs, if you've got mega packs and all of that, then this is kind of what you want to do to start with. You want to make sure that you are keeping the players that you need naturally, but if you do want to kind of hold on to a little bit to grind out so we can go into the next step, this is going to be the perfect side for it. So if we use this as the last one, say now I've ran out of kind of just normal packs, if you've got 83 times 20s, all of them as well, then they're going to come in handy for other SBCs. But say if I go further down, I've got a jumbo gold, premium gold players, we've got draft tokens, 81s and 80 times 2s, then they are going to be useful for grinding around and getting the Premier League upgrades. Because the big thing with Team of the Year is it's a coin expression of no man left behind. That is the principle that you need when it comes to Team of the Year. Because it isn't going to be through the first 10 packs, sometimes not even through the first 100 to 200 packs, that you even get a sniff of a Team of the Year. What you want to be doing is setting up your chance to be the highest possible. So we know full well, if I went over to Footbin, if I move the screen over, we should get a potential. If we look at the women's side of it first, so we have got three women that are in the Prem, so that's absolutely fine. If then you go over to the men's side, we have then got, say, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the Prem side for the men. Well, in total then. So in the Prem's upgrade, you get 9 Team of the Years as a potential. 2 of them being goalkeepers, which don't necessarily have the highest rate of being packed, but it definitely feels that way. If then we look at the second side, which is going to be La Liga, we have got one. Is it only 1 man? Okay, I thought there was 2. So we've got 1 in the men's being Jude Bellingham. Then we obviously go over to the women's. We've then got, say, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the women's side. So as we go into the 12th man and woman, that is Saudi and also Bundesliga, so it's 2 different ones. So what you want to be looking at there is the best chance of you getting statistically a Team of the Year is going to be through the Prem upgrade and also the La Liga upgrade. When it comes to your Ligue 1, you've got far fewer chance, and especially in terms of the men's side, as it is only Mbappe, he definitely will have a higher rate to not be pulled. I barely packed his gold card, so the likely chance you're going to get the Team of the Year is crazy. Make sure you are doing your daily login as well. That is always an absolute must to grind that out. Now we can finally start opening the actual packs from it. It's going to make the grind a lot easier because we actually get fodder to put back in. Because at the moment when we've been grinding through Sour, we've been grinding through Best, Unfortunately, we've been trying to hold on to as many big packs as possible, and then big packs are going to be the ones that really help you with the fodder causes of this. So if you have been doing the daily logins, you should have the 83 times free today, and then we have got 4 more days to go until that is finished. So what I would be doing from there is once you're getting into some of the big packs, getting your duplicates, you have a couple of ways to go about it. So I think right at the end, I don't know if I've got anything. So say I do an 85 times 2. I'd say the likely chance of a team of the year at this point is going to be very slim, especially when people have been proving that theory that the paid packs are better. It's always an argument and definitely could be proven or not proven, to be honest. It's kind of one of them. There's people that have opened, oh brilliant, opened like say 500 to 800 packs and not got a single team of the year. As soon as they buy points, there is always going to be a higher chance naturally. So what I would do with this fodder then, so if you've got high rated fodder, potentially looking at your players, I would make a game plan on who you want to get done, because it is going to be a bit of a grind, but the big thing that we've got with high fodder is these beautiful exchanges. So for instance, if I got Saka duplicate there and I haven't quite got a team together that I want to do, maybe I've finished all of the icons or players that I actually want, you could just go ahead and put him straight into this. There is no problem in putting that fodder in, because normally what we was finding over Team of the Year and Team of the Season, they were just going back into a triple upgrade, a Premier League upgrade, because I didn't want to have to deal with them, so they may as well go back in. Now we actually get a semi-decent reward back for them. 11 players, 19 players, 27 players. That really isn't a terrible option, to be honest. So in terms of that, it's not a bad thing to do if you really want to. But if you do have players to complete, definitely take this time to really grind out these players. Like for instance, I'm already halfway through with best. I have the argument because I've only done an 89 and an 87, I could potentially leave him still, or I could actually finish him off depending on what fodder I've got. If I want to start sour, make sure you're starting that as early as possible. Another big thing with all of the fodder that you're going to get from any save packs, we have got plenty of upgrades that we can still do. The 83 times 5 defenders there still, and then we do have the 81 double. Still got a Team of the Year upgrade, which obviously is going to help with plenty of the upgraded players and also icons, because they do require a lot of Team of the Years. Team of the Years? I wish. Team of the Weeks. So make sure that you are looking at these as well, because it can be quite easy just to get caught up and delete things, discard everybody, not run into a perfect flow with it. So what I would be doing from there, so say for instance we open up another player pack. We'll go for a premium gold players just to show you where I could go with duplicates that are not tradable, because naturally tradable cards will just go straight into the transfer list and I'll deal with them later. What did we get here? Oh, they didn't go back in. So let's say we go on to that premium gold players. It isn't tradable, so if I get duplicates, for instance, this one, we're going to get a gold, naturally, France, well, we know it can't be anybody good, unless it's Dembele, I suppose, but probably not. We get, oh, to be honest, okay, that's not terrible. We take an 89. So this is a perfect example. She is untradeable. So let's have a look and see what we can do, because if we go through the rest of these, we could just press X, which is going to be a lot easier. Anybody that's tradable goes up, and then we've got these two cards. So we've got her at 89, not bad, and then also a Serie A player who also is going to be great for the upgrades. So we can then take these cards. For instance, say I've got an 89 now. I don't really want to do any other upgrades. I'm kind of done with everything. Say I've done my 83 times 10. To be honest, I wouldn't put an 89 in there. I could take it to the exchange and go and get 51 players. I'm going to do that for this one because I just don't particularly want to be grinding out any players just yet. I do want to open a few packs first. So we're going to go and get 51 players for her. She's untradeable, and we have got another version still that is going to be available to put into an SBC later on. So that's absolutely fine. I get a pack back. That's going to be great for replenishing any Liga upgrades, or also any of the Prem upgrades, because that's what I'm starting with until I eventually get my first Team of the Year. Praying that we do. Then we go into here, because the big thing is, with this grind, it's always easy to sit there and just grind the Premier League upgrades. But what you get to is a point where you don't have any cards left. And trust me, that is exactly what EA want you to do. Because once you get to that stage, it's then, how many FIFA points should I put on? Because that is just the answer. There isn't another way to grind out that many golds unless you have got millions of coins, which of course you're not watching this video if you've already got millions, because if you don't have coins, you're not going to be able to buy the players. If you're sitting on 200k cash, you could definitely go and do that in a day, but then the day's gone and then you've still got it. This is here for a week. You have got a lot of time to be grinding these out. There's no point blowing your load at literally day dot. We've got Team of the Year honorables coming. We've got the new icons coming as well. The same icons, but double team. 12th man coming. There's a lot to be grinded. So I wouldn't be just going in and putting absolutely everything into the premium upgrades because we've got a lot of time to go. You might as well be doing it efficiently, doing the league upgrades because that is going to be #1 on there. It is just a perfect grind that is sitting there for you to just complete it, because there is very little ways where you're going to have a cycle of cards that is going to be able to keep everything afloat, because you will run out of cards just doing the premium upgrades, because I do it every year. Granted, I'm probably sometimes more efficient on other years, but I definitely know the feeling of once you're at the bottom, that is it. There is no coming back up for it. You have to then either spend points or your kind of grind is over, which is the worst when you've got so much time, because you could grind through every single one of your players today. Easily. If you're just sitting there spamming packs, I guarantee that unless you've got a club that has a leaky roof and everything just falls into it still, it literally will stop by today if you continue to grind. That should be the first one done. So, move him into left back, you into centre back, you into right back, you into goalie, and then we'll go CDM. Oh, God. And then we'll change him there. Beautiful. So there you go. There's one player done. So we get another pack back. We then obviously put the other players back into our club. We've managed to get a 51 player pack from this. Granted, we're not always going to get an 89 duplicate. That is just the luck of the draw. But then we get another pack back for just a Serie A player. So that isn't going to be terrible. And we've already replenished everything. So we could just keep going forward. Yes, when we go into the 81 times 2s, they're going to just be 2 players, so there's not too much to do with it. But, for instance, the 85, it could go into the exchange if I don't already have him. Luckily, he's not in the club already, so that is fine. But when it comes to it, you want to be then having a look at, do you do one of the team it up with the 83 times 10s, because they tend to be relatively good in terms of upgrades as well. But hopefully what we get from a lot of these packs is informs. They're going to be the absolute blessing for this, because you do need them in the 83 times 10, so that is something that I'm definitely looking for. So we did get Richarlison. What I would suggest whenever it comes to opening packs with this as well is every single time you get a duplicate, no matter if it's 1 player, 2 players, you've just got one straight after dealing with duplicates, make sure you are constantly grinding this out. Even if it is just doing, say for instance, you are doing a Premier League upgrade or a premium upgrade for the sake of it, and you're not doing it into the league upgrade on 1 duplicate, that is fair enough. But make sure that you are putting them into somewhere, because once you start deleting players, started getting rid of them rather than putting them back in, it just takes away packs every single time. That 1 player every 3 packs, every 4 packs, eventually is another upgrade, and it may not seem like a lot, but it definitely will come down to it in the final thirds where you really want that icon, really want that team of the year, and they're just not coming. It will make that difference, trust me. It is kind of a numbers game at times. I know that technically that isn't how odds work. It is literally the same every single time, but you've got to be in it to win it with it. So I think it's always best to put in as much as you can. So for instance, using Richarlison here is going to be the big shout to be able to do it. So we go with Spurs. We actually need some fodder on this one. So if we go into you, we'll go down 1 because we need a lot of fodder for all of the upgrades. I tend to try not to use as many as I can there. Villa will work, Forest will work, Arsenal will work, Brighton will work, West Ham will work, and that should be everything. It is the rating, beautiful. So then if we just move everybody around, because this SBC is absolutely flying, it is not a problem. So he should go there. We'll go with Diego Carlos in that cam roll, and there we go. Players from 1 club. Who have I put in the same team?
If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable, but make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders.
This guy, let's move him around there. Let's put another Prem in there, just because it's nice and easy to figure it out. Go down, and we'll go with Crystal Palace. Nice and easy. There's another one done. Meaning, I've only got Lib and Sud to do. Yes, they may be the hardest, but to be honest, because of how many packs that people will be opening, the easiest way for that one is going to be the factor of just buying everybody. If you don't quite have the full team, then absolutely just buy everybody. When it comes to the Prem, the Serie A, and the Ligue 1, you should have at least, I'd say, 70 to 90% of the time, every single player you need for that. If you don't, then you'll just be opening more packs and it'll just keep on grinding. We also did get marquee matchups as well today, so make sure, again, you are grinding out these challenges because everything is going to be worth it to grind through. Like I say, whenever it comes to these, so say now, I'm full on my transfer list, I've got to figure out what I could do with these players because you don't want to be deleting any of them. So, for instance, I've got a Serie A Juventus. Let's go ahead and put her into an SBC. When it comes to the non-league SBC cards, they just go straight into the premium. There's just no other way around it. That's going to be absolutely perfect to grind out. It's very easy, and to be honest, it's probably one of the better ones that everybody likes. So if we go Italian, just so I know I don't forget her, because the amount of times that you probably put all of the rares in and then forget the one duplicate that you had is very easy to do. And then all you've got to do is go around and look for the league specific cards. So basically the top 5 leagues are all taken, and then you're looking at predominantly the the Eredivisie. I don't tend to put many Eredivisie players in, as just because they are used in the first one. But even then, I have a lot of silvers in the Eredivisie, so sometimes it doesn't hurt to put a couple in. You naturally get them back pretty quickly anyway. So once I've done all that, you then just keep grinding round, and that is that's the process. It is the whole process of a no man left behind. I believe Nick 2018 coined that, and it is just a constant grind of just keep on going. It's very simple to do. The only thing is with it, when you are 10, 20, 50 packs deep and you still haven't got a blue, haven't got anything worth of an incentive, it's very easy to just keep opening faster and faster because that is kind of how the pack system works. It's exactly how it wants you to grind out. You want to get to a point where you just want to open packs and inevitably get somebody. Is that Colomuani or Katoto? I take it, 88 rated. Get some good fodder packs as well, and that's going to be great for the grind going forward. So again, we've just finished the La Liga, so the potential what I could do here is I either then go and put him in a premium upgrade straight away, or I could go and finish my premium upgrade and then go finish the Prem again. Once I've done that, depending on how quickly you want to complete it, then you could go ahead and do the Prem. You could then finish the other 3, wait until the next duplicate, do Lib and Sud again, and you just keep repeating the process every single time. Let me know down below though if you need any more help, any more upgrades, or what you want to do in terms of the best way of grinding out packs. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.